So what's your favorite blooper from the movie?
My favorite blooper was, well, pretty much, like, there was a couple. Like, one was when we were walking down the stairs getting into the school or in the basement. Right after we were done filming, I was like, this isn't going to work. It's just too funny. This isn't supposed to be a serious movie. But Madison and Hallie just started bursting out laughing right after she pushed pause. And also, there was like so many times where Colleen just starts laughing really hard all of a sudden, and that's also really funny.
Okay. So who's your favorite character in the movie?
My favorite character, wait, to work with or to
To work with.
My favorite person to work with was probably Hallie, I guess, because she was really supportive. She was like the most supportive one on set. Like, she would be like, oh, okay, do it right here, and then she would do it in a very respectful and nice tone because there's kids. And then, like, if any of the kids didn't know what they wanted to do, didn't know what that meant, or she would repeat it and then repeat it until they get it. And it was really nice of her to do that.
So, what about the characters? What was it like working with Ethan?
Ethan was, every time I was upset, he would be running around, playing around. And he would just be making up jokes, and then sometimes it's like, haha, that's so funny, and then the other times I'm just like, shut up, we gotta finish this movie in less than a day. But he was really fun to work with, and he was really good at acting for his age. So yeah.
Owen?
Owen was amazing on set. He was so funny. He was just amazing because every time we're not like doing this, like making movies, we are like playing this game, and then right when we start playing this game and Owen figured out his character, he just snaps right into character like that, and he's just so good at it. Whether it's like a vampire or a little puppy or something like that, he would just be amazing at doing it.
Colleen
would be like the little tiny person in the corner, but then again the person right there being the biggest and funniest person out there. She was so funny to work with. Like, she had a great sense of humor, and also she was great at acting. But sometimes she just like start cracking up because she's really new to this acting. Actually, everyone is, but she was the most new because she never tried acting in her whole life. And so, like, the thought of me pretending that I'm dead on the floor with my eyes open going like, is really funny. So she just starts laughing really hard. But it's not annoying, actually. It's just really funny. And we just do it until she's just like, the whole time.
Madison,
well, she had a very, very great sense of humor, that's for sure. She was on set when she's acting and playing the cop. She was like so sassy and funny. She was the cop is one of my favorite characters in the movie because how Madison played her. Like, if Hallie played her, then I don't think the cop would be my favorite character. She was amazing at acting out that character and amazing at playing dead.
Now Hallie,
she was very loud. That's for sure. Honestly, I think she's lucky that she played the ghost girl because honestly, I would want to be the ghost girl, but it was originally supposed to be a mummy. When we first figured out that we were going to do a movie, she was supposed to be a mummy. And then she put on the makeup, and we figured out that looks more like a ghost. So we changed her into a ghost girl, and she put on this really pretty dress. So when I first saw it, I was like, no, I don't want to be a mummy. And then I'm like, God, I want to be a ghost girl. But thing is that I don't think I would have done as good as her. She was just, like, she was creepy and silent, and just, like, in a very creepy and funny tone that I think she was the only one that could do that, and she was also very supportive on set.
You?
Me? I was amazing, just kidding. I don't think I was that, I don't think I was the best, at least according to Ethan, because I kept on yelling at him. I was like, please shut up. And, I've seen the movie, and I don't think I did the best at myself for acting, but the thing is that I'm kind of allergic at watching myself, so it's just like, no, I look at that, well, I didn't do that right, or something like that, and then everyone else is just like, you did great, and I'm like, no, I didn't.
Where was your favorite place to work?
My favorite place to work was either in the school or outside. I think it was outside, because I just liked running around and being, oh my god, just do this instead, and just running up to, I like running in the movie, so sometimes then I want to do a movie, like an adventurous movie where I'm running a lot, but so I gotta stay outside. I also love the part where Hallie just like threw the glass on the floor and she falls, she's like laying so she doesn't get hurt. So yeah, outside.
Who's the best person at playing dead?
The best person at playing dead would probably have to be Colleen. She was just amazing at it. It would take her a while to get used to playing dead, because as I said before, she's not used to all this, and so she was okay with the ketchup being all over her neck, and I wouldn't be that okay with it because I hate the smell of ketchup alone, and I would be very oh my god. But she was very calm during she was playing dead, except for all the bloopers. She would just be like she would just start laughing really hard, and that's really funny. And then at the final scene when we finally did it and she was perfect, we finally got it, and we were like, yeah, and then I'm like, okay, you can get up now, and she's like, and she's just sitting there still, and then I'm like, no, seriously, and then she finally got up.
Was it ever frustrating?
Yes, sometimes. Most of the time it was very amazing and funny, and it was a great time, but other times it would be Ethan, mostly Ethan, Owen, or Hallie, or someone just running around being all funny and goofy, and it was really just frustrating sometimes, because I'm like, please, we gotta get back to work. And so, yeah, so sometimes it was frustrating.
Okay. While you're on the subject of frustrating, is it ever annoying? Do the people ever get annoying or too funny?
Sometimes, well, yeah, it's pretty much the same exact thing as I just said. Someone just starts running around acting all funny or interrupting someone else, and I'm just like, stop it! And then it gets really annoying sometimes. But most of the time it was just fun and great to work on this.
Okay, what's your favorite action scene?
My favorite action scene would have to be the one where we first see the girl and flicker, Colleen was the flickering girl. She would just flicker it on and off and on and off, and it was really funny because Hallie just be like this if she wants them to go, and she would be doing this when she doesn't want them to do it, and then it was really funny just seeing do this, and then she would stop, and then she would be doing this, and then she would just be flickering on and off. It was really funny, but also it was because I just I was the last one to get out of there, and so I was this big action scene. But the thing is, it felt like a big action scene when it's not. But you see it in the movie, it looks like I just ran. Only for me, it felt like a big action scene because my heart was pumping and stuff.
Okay. So outside, did anything big happen?
Anything big happened? Yeah. Oh, well, there was this one part grandma had to go, and they had to get more batteries for the camera, and so they left, and then they had to go back in, and that was pretty much one of the only big parts, but also, like, it was really hard because we got to do it, like, really, really quickly because the water was drying because it was a really hot day, so the water would dry really quickly, so we were just like, okay, we can't fool around, we got to do this.
Okay. Do you have any, like, favorite costume that anyone wears?
My favorite costume would have to be Suzanne's or Hallie's, because it's just a little pretty dress, and I like little pretty dresses, and honestly, as I said before, she's a very lucky girl to play that character, but I had to say the dress.
Do you think if there was any additional character, who would it be, and what would they be a part in the movie?
If there was any additional characters, I would have to say it would be the dude that poisoned Shannon, the guy that poisoned her. And that's because, well, we couldn't get anyone because everyone already had a part. So we couldn't really do that, but I gotta say it would be the guy who poisoned her, and he would, like, involve in the movie sometime later, but thing is that couldn't happen, so it just turned out like it, and I gotta say it's a pretty good movie.
The end of the
Goodbye!